Hello there and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with another quick and easy game, this time for 1500 gamer score, and the game is Tell Me Why. What an outstanding game. It was so good. The story was just fantastic, and it dealt with some really tough issues, and it's about two siblings going through all this stuff, and I feel like they dealt with the issues really well, and they did them justice, and it was just a lot of twists and turns. It was really cool, and it was 3 episodes. A lot of these stories have 5 episodes, like the Walking Dead games, but this one had 3. So anyway, let me tell you about it. It's 30 achievements for 1500 gamer score. Each one of the acts is 500 gamer score. And it's 1 out of 10 difficulty, not hard. The only thing that was hard for me was the fishing part, but I'll tell you about that. All right, completion time about 8 to 10 hours. Playthrough number 1, you can get basically all the achievements except for 1 ending and 1 bond. You have to bond strongly and end with the sister, and you have to bond weakly and end with the brother. And that's basically the 2 endings and the bond. So you have to replay the whole game again in order to get the other ending and the other bond. All right, so that's basically that. The second playthrough should be quick because you have to, you could even read exactly on True Achievements. It actually says what responses you can get to get the ending that works best. And if you're gonna do the best way to do it, I've heard there are ways that people don't get the achievements for some reason. So if you are going to get the good ending, well, it's the ending with Tyler, you'll see, and that's the one where you have all the good responses with the good bond. And if you want to get the Allison ending, you need to have all of the not bonded, the bad answers. So those are really the ones that you need to look out for. But like I said, on True Achievements, if you look down at the bottom, that second guide gives you all the details, and you can find it online anyway. So anyway, basically you have to play the game twice. Now you can restart chapters. Some people said it didn't work. Well, for the bonds, you have to go through the entire game, so you might as well just play it twice. But the endings, you could probably load up the last act. So, Category 1, Act 1, Story Achievements. And these are the 4 achievements you'll be getting just for finishing Act 1. There you go. And each act's about 2 hours-ish, 2 to 3 hours. All right, Category 2, Act 1, Miscellaneous Achievements. 5 achievements for 225 gamer score. So, number 1, we need to talk. So when you first get to the house, right, I'm not going to try to give you any details. You get to the house, you need to go sit on the bench by your house and just talk with your twin, because they're twins, by the way. Yeah, and you just have to talk, and then I think once you stand up, that's when it'll pop. All right, number 2, Despicable. This is when you're also at your house, and you go to the shed, and you try to open up the door, and it says it's locked. So just make sure you try to open the door 3 times, because when we say locked, it's locked. So once you try to open it 3 times, like it seems ridiculous, then you'll get an achievement. All right. The next part is when you're in the house. Crafty goblins, solve the puzzle on Marianne's door, and this is where you have to solve the puzzle. So you have an option. You can break down the door, or you could solve it. And all of these puzzles all the answers to them are in this book of goblins you have. And you'll see this, and so you just have to read through all the different stories and try to find the answers, which is pretty cool. I'm bad at those puzzles, of course, but it's okay. It's still cool. So yeah, you just have to solve it for this one. Number 4, Full Confession. So this is when you go to the grocery store or the shop or whatever, and you see Tessa. She's the one who owns the grocery store with her husband, and you need to talk to her, and there are a couple things you need to do. So you need to first make sure you're looking at some of the these twins can see memories together, like in their heads. It's kind of strange and supernatural, but sometimes they see different memories, which is why you have to pick and choose which ones sometimes. So anyway, you look at some memories, you talk to the husband behind the counter, you see some more memories, then you go into her office, and she's in there, Tessa. And you're going to have to look on the computer for something, and you're going to have to go in the cabinet and look for a file on something, which I'm not going to tell you, of course. And then you have to talk to her, and you need to try to get her to tell you everything she knows. And if you can do that by the end of the conversation, you will get that achievement. There you go. If you don't know how to, if you're not sure how to do it, I will put up a guide that shows you exactly how to do it. All right. Or you can figure it out. So number 5, Hacking 101. This is where you go to the police station and you find the password to unlock the police station computer. And when you put in the police officer's name you're looking in, your file you're looking in, and the password, you should get that. You should get that achievement. So yeah, that's I'm not going to tell you what they are, of course. All right, and then the collectibles. So the way the collectibles work in this game is the first act has 5 collectibles, the second act has 5 collectibles, and the third act has 3 collectibles. All right. And then in the third act, you're going to have to place all of those. So there is no achievement for well, actually no. In this act, there is an achievement for actually getting the second collectible. It's weird. The first one is 2 goblins, so you don't get an achievement for that. The one you get under the house, that's when you get your achievement. All right. Find the first Book of Goblins figure. I don't know why that one, but whatever. But that's one for the collection. All right. Act 2 story achievements. These are the 4 you'll get just for doing Act 2. Act 5 miscellaneous achievements. So number 1, Kick Me. The first 3 you actually can get in the house when you're just starting to clean up and stuff. All right. So Kick Me. Tyler's gonna go on his knees under the counter, and you just have to put a post-it note on his back, like right away in the beginning of the story. All right, so I mean in the beginning of the chapter, you'll see he sits down. All right, so then once he comes over, because I went to the coffee table to do this next one, mood changed, proof to Tyler that moo boxes are actually funny. So there's a moo thing where you turn it over, it goes mmm. All right, so I was trying to get it to work and it wouldn't work. You have to wait till he comes over and tells you to clean up the table. Then you have access to that. So I was like, well, why can't I do it? So yeah, you have to, and now, how many times you have to turn that thing? It would not unlock. I think you need to do somewhere between 15 and 20 times until he says a certain thing. And then you finally get it. So just keep mooing that ridiculous box thing. All right. Then at another point, you're looking at pictures on a table. And guess who? Figure out who inspired each Book of the Goblins character. You're going to see a picture with three characters. And you have to kind of figure out which ones of the characters they are. Yeah. It's all part of the Book of Goblins. You could look at all the clues in there and figure it out. But those 3 all happen in the house. All right. The next one, state your emergency. Find a recording of the twins' 911 call. So this is when you're in the archives. And at first I thought I was going to get it right away and I missed it. No. It takes a little while for it to come up on the computer. So you need to keep looking through files. And once this one comes up, you can listen to an emergency call. Just make sure you read and listen to everything on the computer. But Tyler will be using that and he'll find this. And then when you listen to it, you'll get that. There you go. And number 5, remember Strange Vampire and Sharpshooter. These are both in the store again, the grocery store. And you're with the other dude. And you are in the back room like counting items for the shop. And you just have to go around, find 3 posters on the wall, and interact with them, and then Tyler will talk about each of them, and you'll get that achievement. And then you have you have a plushie battle with these little dolls, and you have to throw them at each other and try to win. So, and you have to win. So I think you have to hit them 3 times. But now the thing about this is you need to change your cover if you want. If it says, "Oh, I just overshot," that means you have to change your cover so you can go behind the lower shelf. You can go behind the tall shelves and, just have fun with the plushie game, whatever. So that's it. And then category 6, Act 2, collectible achievements. Make sure you pick up all the collectibles, the 5 collectibles in this, and I'll put up guides for this. In fact, I think each one is a separate guide. Maybe it's a playlist. We'll see, huh? Anyway, Act 3, story achievements. 1 story achievement, apparently. And yeah, because there's so much in this chapter that is something you have to do. So at category 8, Act 3 miscellaneous achievements, 6 achievements for 300 gamer score. Number 1, Mailbox Bandit. Find out who the Mailbox Bandit really is. So you go to the police station as Allison, and you are going to meet your friend, and you have to wait for her to be ready. So you go into the little snack room, and there's some cobbler on the table and one of the police officers. So you talk to him, there's cobbler, and I'm like, I know I have to sit down at the counter to do this, or the table to do this and eat cobbler, but I can't. So what you need to do is you need to go outside into the main police area, look on the wall, and look at the the thing on the wall for the bandit. And it'll say there's a kid or kid size or whatever. Just look at the stuff on the bulletin board about the bandit. Then go upstairs, drop off the file you have for the chief. Then go into the cafeteria area, sit down, start to eat, and do not look at the other guy. Make sure you're looking outside the door the entire time so you can start to eavesdrop on the bandit thing. And keep eavesdropping, keep eavesdropping. Finally, your friend will come in and talk about the bandit. And then you'll get it. There you go. All right, who is the bandit? Ooh, well, now you have to wait and see. All right, number 2, just one fix. So this is when you go to meet Sam at his job, and he's fixing an engine. So you need to go and look at the ripped note. First of all, I know there are like little details you have to hit. Look at the ripped note while he's talking to you. He's going to ask you some questions. He's going to say, how's the house coming? And then you'll have the opportunity, when he starts struggling with the engine, to go over to a cabinet on the right and get the red can. I guess, hopefully that wasn't a spoiler which can it was, but I don't know. I don't remember it having any clues. And bring the red can to him before he hurts himself. If he hurts himself before you can do that, you will not get the achievement. All right? But it wasn't hard to get as long as I was ready to get that red can as soon as it was available. All right? Number 3, fish all the fish. So when you go and you're on the frozen pond, you need to fish with Michael. That's the dude's name, Michael. And you need to press left trigger and right trigger, and you need to kind of get the little marker in the middle of the green spot. And it was so hard for me. I don't know why. The fishing things are always hard in these games for me. And if you don't get all 3 fish, you don't get the achievement. All right, so make sure you're getting that. The third one, I was like, I can't get this. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. And I got it. So it's not that hard, but, do the best you can. And then the Princess's Lost Treasure, uncover the Princess's Lost Treasure. And this is where you go up into the secret area, which I'm not going to tell you where it is. And you have to, I'm going to put up a guide for which order you have to do. But you have to do all the puzzles, and I think you have to do them perfectly without making mistakes. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I don't know. I don't know if that's 100% true. If you want to do it for fun the first time, and then the second playthrough, make sure you don't miss anything, you can do that. But you have to do it in a certain order. You have to do the one in front of you, and then the one to the right, and then the one to the left. Yeah, the one that's the spot the difference one, and then the path going to each of the things. No. The spot the difference one, and then you have to move the tile pieces to the different pictures, and then you'll have to then the third one is the paths to the different things. Once you see them, you'll know what they are. Anyway, I think they unlock as you're doing each progression. All right, so, and by the way, the last, that's also where you take all of the collectibles you have, and which is actually my next section, Act 3 collectibles, but you could put them there. I'll get back to that, though. All right, so twins for life. So complete the story with the twins strongly bound together, and then complete the story with the twins bond weakened. So, like I said, twins for life is where you do all the good choices, and 6 is where you do all of the not good choices. Whatever, you'll see, and you could look that up online. And then so category 9, Act 3 collectible achievements. You just have to place all the collectibles in the attic. You don't know where the attic is. It's not a spoiler. In the attic, and you'll see each one. It's around the box. Do it before you do the box. Do not put the code in the box before you put the collectibles. All right. I think you could still do it after you put the code in the box, but just to be sure, do it before you do the box. All right, once you see the box, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, category 10, Act 3 ending achievements, and like I said, Allison ending is basically when you do a lot of the not good bonded stuff, and Tyler ending is when you do the good bonded stuff. I think there's a way to miss and not get the right thing. I think you need at least 80% of good or 80% of bad for it to count. It's very complicated. Just read if you don't want to miss these. All right. Other than that, this is the game, and it was such a good game. It's very boring at times, especially when you're playing a second playthrough. You can't skip cutscenes, but other than that, it is fantastic. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time on the Achievement Planner.